Okay, for those of you watching, don't forget to like my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/wonderdrift. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well, and of course, follow me on my Twitter page at www.twitter.com/KensWonderdrift. Kens, the Z, and then remove the I and the E after the Kenzie. So it's Ken's Wonderdrift, for FYI. Let's introduce the players for both teams. For Team Searena, there's Nemo, Gorgeous, Claire, EY, and Strawberry. For DIA, it's Nine, Chubby Boy, Nokami, Analog, and PMK. And let's look at the bans for both teams. Searena, they're going for the two heroes that they've banned earlier in game number 1. Invoker and the Doom. It's understandable, the Invoker, because Analog is just very lethal with the Invoker. Especially with the Invoker and the Disruptor combination that Team Searena has been deploying in this tournament, then certainly Searena would not like to encounter that combination. I mean, the static kinetic field combination together with the Invoker was just like absolutely bonkers for Team Searena to handle, and they do not like to encounter that. Then they've banned most of the heroes that actually they've banned three dangerous mid lane heroes which Analog could deploy in the battlefield. Mirana is one, although Mirana was one, although in game number 1 it was Nokami who was playing the Mirana, and it was a support Mirana, it wasn't a mid Mirana, and they want to minimize the effect of the Mirana because in game number 1 the Mirana was just huge, especially in the early game, so they want to capitalize it. They want to capitalize the early game laning phase, so eliminating the Mirana, which slowed down Strawberry, was indeed very crucial as well, and they want to prevent the sort of team fight that Team DIA could possess with the Doom. I mean, the second skill of the Doom is quite lethal in providing sustainability for DIA, which could be very helpful in the final moments of a 5-on-5 brawl. DIA, on the other hand, have opted for heroes who could potentially threaten their lineup in the laning phase. You have the sort of mobility from the Weaver, and then the poison damage that could slow down any hero, which is the Venomancer. Even the Bone Clings and the Medusa could likewise do the same. The Medusa could deplete your mana at the laning phase and then use her split shot at her advantage. Bone Clings could likewise do what Weaver does, roam around, and the early game will be slowed down at your favor. So DIA, they want to secure their lanes well, and they've banned those sort of heroes. Now let's look at the picks for both teams. Searena, they have two potential, actually make that, yeah, 2 or 3. 2, okay, 2 potential lane threats, Witch Doctor and Viper, poison damage and Maledict, and like that's a tough combination to deal with. Then OD will definitely go mid. And then they have a roaming support who could slow down DIA's mobility in terms of supports. Because in game number 1, DIA love to utilize the roaming supports to dominate the laning phase. And so here comes Searena going for the Spirit Breaker to make sure that their mistakes in game number 1 would not happen. Now DIA's lineup, let's see. So they got a Bat Rider. So yeah, like in game number 1, they opted for a hero that could really potentially serve as an initiator. In game number 1, they opted for a Pudge. Here in game number 2, they go for a Bat Rider. A difference is that in order for the Bat Rider to be effective, you need a Blink Dagger immediately, because that bodes well with a lasso. Because a Bat Rider without a Blink Dagger but with a lasso, it's very difficult to execute. So for DIA, you need to find some sort of alternative initiation options. Actually, sorry, I was wrong. I mean, it was actually Searena who went for the Pudge in game number 1. And yeah, sorry about that. Wrong intel. Okay, let's go back. My bad. So DIA is going to rely on this sort of... They're going to do what Searena did in game number 1. Go for that sort of initiation gank with the Bat Rider. It's going to be crucial to get that Blink Dagger immediately, as Searena ban another of Analog's signature heroes, which is the Tinker. And DIA banning the Lifestealer. So you might expect that DIA's final pick will be a hard carry that could benefit without the lifestealer. Sven is 1. Then Timbersaw, although Timbersaw is mostly deployed at offlane, I'm definitely not going to see a Jakiro carry here in this game compared to yesterday in the captain's draft. But I'm certainly going to, let's see what DIA will have to offer with 40 seconds left on the reserve time. DIA's composition, they could dominate the lane with Necrophos and Jakiro. But they could also, yeah, they could dominate the lane with those two heroes, with Jakiro with the burning, well, she could use her second or her third skill. As the final pick is already revealed, it's the Juggernaut, and that makes sense to ban the Lifestealer to create space for the Juggernaut. The final pick for Searena, let's see, Gyrocopter. Okay, so let's look at the compositions for both teams. I've already discussed it earlier in the draft phase, but let's discuss it further now that I've seen a clear picture of what these two teams want to do. So, OD definitely go mid. Then we have, I'm not sure who's going to be the carry between the Viper and the Gyro, but chances are Gyro might go off lane. Then Claire's going to be, Spirit Breaker will be position 4 and Witch Doctor at position 5. Then if you look at DIA's composition, you have Necro will definitely go mid, no doubt. So it's going to be Necro versus OD. Then you have Batrider at the off lane. Then Juggernaut at the carry. Bane and Jakiro will be the supports. But DIA, I think they're going to go for their usual strategy in game number 1, given the fact that they opted for a Bane and a Jakiro combination. They're going to rotate, and they're going to slow down Strawberry. I think that's what they're going to do. But it's not going to be easy, especially knowing that, yeah, Jakiro has a potential to... Jakiro and Bane is a potential disrupting duo. But compare Bane Jakiro to like Bane and Mirana in game number 1. Bane and Mirana is more lethal because a single arrow and a single sleep is enough. Whereas Jakiro, well, the move speed of Jakiro is slow, and even her ice path is likewise. I mean, if you activate the ice path, it's not as fast as like the sleep. Well, actually, it's very even. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Yeah. So DIA going for Jakiro and Bane. Yeah, they're gonna pressure Strawberry like they did in game number 1. It's like a Mirana, except that Mirana has more mobility with the leap, whereas Jakiro, she doesn't have that sort of mobility as a Mirana. That's the difference. So it's going to be slightly difficult for DIA to repeat their game plan in game number 1. Okay, I'm not taking it back. I'm sticking to my analysis. Okay, let's introduce the players and the heroes that they're going to play. Strawberry, Searena representing Radiant with Strawberry as the OD, Gorgeous at the Viper, Claire as Baratherum or Spirit Breaker finally. Then we have EY, it's Gyro, Nemo at Witch Doctor, and for the side of DIA as a Dyer, we have Batrider, played by Chubby Boy. And here's Analog, here in the mid lane, going against Strawberry. And of course, as expected, the same strategy is repeating itself with PMK as a Bane roaming around, slowing down Strawberry, and the pressure is quite too much. And Nai as a Juggernaut with Nokimi, there as a Jakiro. Yeah, look at Strawberry, minus 28 in damage. And Analog was going to capitalize on that. See, the pressure of DIA to secure the mid lane, yeah, they like to win the mid lane. And it's clearly evident why, because we see the skill set of Analog in game number 1. And she had that sort of damage as a sniper. Here in game number 2, we might see the same, especially if she gets Bolsterous immediately. Top lane. So it's Gorgeous and Nai, and then Nokimi and Claire. So it's a 2-on-2 assault in the top lane. Now Chubby Poi all by herself here. She's gonna get stunned here, and there's EY going for a rocket barrage in Chubby Boy, and Chubby Boy was indeed very big in game number 1. Will she be here in game number 2? But she's in a difficult spot because she's all by herself against heroes who can slow her down with the Maledict and the Cask, and the sort of rocket barrage from EY is going to be a potential threat for the Batrider. And the Cask could slow down the Batrider's sort of mobility, because Batrider can hide through the tree lines and burn through it and live on. But the Cask could slow it down. Now the top lane, I'm surprised that in this game we're seeing we see 2 heroes for the side of Team Searena in the top lane, and then 1 hero here in the mid, and then 2 in the bottom lane. So it's very standard, their approach. It's not as complex as compared to DIA, as PMK is going to get charged on. Here's Claire, but the positioning has been revealed by Nokami, so Claire is forced to retreat there. But here, Chubby Boy going aggressive on EY, and EY gets killed, but in return it's a revenge kill there on Chubby Boy. And Chubby Boy went aggressive because knowing that Nemo wasn't in that area, she was just in the jungle doing some shenanigans there, and poof, she got killed there, EY, without the sort of backup support that she needed. I'm gonna see a top lane brawl here, but Claire, yeah, this is what DIA loves to do. They love the Spirit Breaker so much. It's like one of their signature heroes, and it's understandable why, because the pressure caused in by a Spirit Breaker to shift around lanes is going to be helpful, because that's what they needed in the first game when Strawberry was getting harassed, and she needed that sort of additional firepower, and Claire with that sort of mobility will give the additional firepower for Strawberry. Because here's the thing, game number 1, Searena tried to teleport themselves when Strawberry was getting pressed on, but all their teleportation attempts were too late, and Strawberry gets wrecked apart and turned to easy food for Team Analog. And PMK, I actually like how aware PMK is with the sort of charge assaults, because I think it's it's these wards that's revealing the positioning of Claire. So if Claire tries to charge in mid, which will most likely happen, these wards will reveal the positioning. As you can see here, Chubby Boy gets pressed on and gets a kill there on Nemo. Now Chubby Boy used a Firefly to run away from the trees. And boy, if you're EY, you weren't able to capitalize on a kill there, all because of the Firefly from Chubby Boy. Now Analog with the sort of momentum, she's going to charge on Strawberry, but there's no follow-up damage yet. Claire, I was surprised she didn't opt to push here with a charge to kill Chubby Boy. Yeah, actually, why didn't she charge and approach Chubby Boy? Or maybe she thought it was too risky. I mean, it's understandable, especially knowing that she was trying to go through the towers. Oh, it's going to be a wraparound here. Strawberry gets pressed on, but here's Nemo to the rescue. Here's the countermeasures. Here's the counterattack for Searena. Will PMK go down? Nope, not yet. Okay, let's see a top lane battle. Nokami stacking up the creep camps to give Nai space. And that's what you want to see that's what you want DIA to do, because you want to get your Juggernaut Bolsterous, you want to get your Battle Fury, and your other signature items immediately, especially if you want to finish off Searena. But here Nokami and Claire chasing each other. Let's see if it's going to end up as a brawl. But here Nemo getting caught there by PMK. There's a Maledict on PMK. Will PMK get a kill on Nemo? And Nemo doesn't have that sort of damage because of what PMK's been done. But here's EY going to go and assault PMK. There's a rocket barrage in PMK, but Chubby Boy with a Firefly to slow EY down. Now the Liquid Fire doing that sort of additional damage on EY. Will EY go down? But here comes a Charge of Darkness by Claire. Claire might get a kill here. Oh, PMK gets obliterated to shreds, but here comes the countermeasures. Here's Nemo with a stun. Can Chubby Boy run away? Can Chubby Boy run away? Nokami could go for an ice path. No, she doesn't go for it. Actually, she doesn't have an ice path, but opted for a dual breath. And now Claire goes down because of Analog providing that sort of ambulance support. calling 911 to Analog. Now they're gonna assault Nemo. Can Nemo live on here? Nemo, she's slowed down by the flames, and the third skill from Nemo goes down, and here comes EY. Well, Searena already losing a lot of heroes in that assault, in that small exchange. Now Nokimi, one more hit, she goes down, but she's gonna get healed there by Analog. The timing of Analog was just wicked, and Claire coming there to the rescue. Claire gets a kill there, but the fact is this: Team Searena have lost a lot in that clash, and that's not a good sign if you're Team Searena. But it's a good sign as well, because okay, never mind. It allowed Strawberry to get space needed to so you can see Gorgeous is lagging, so she's definitely gonna time out a bit, or definitely not. But here's the thing though, with that clash here in the lane, yeah, DIA was able to secure the victory there because they've managed to get a lot of kills, but Strawberry was given space to farm, but Strawberry's gonna get wrapped around here. Is she aware of this, Strawberry? Yeah, she's aware of it. She's very smart. So that space created for Strawberry, she's already level 7. And so far, Strawberry has been playing well here in the early game compared to game number 1. And if you look at it, I think the Spirit Breaker is a bit hesitant to push. I mean, Analog is a bit hesitant to go aggressive together with PMK because of Claire's presence. And yeah, so Searena drafting really good in getting Claire to make sure that whatever happened in game number 1 will not happen here, as there's a poison activated on Nokimi, and Claire goes for the charge. Will Nokimi be able to survive here? But the greater bash is enough to make Nokimi? No, she doesn't live on. She goes down now. Oh, the lasso pulled on Nemo. Nemo's gonna get wrecked apart here. Oh no, she doesn't. Here comes a call down, and PMK's in a lot of trouble. She goes down. She doesn't live and see the daylight. Goodbye there. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an easy kill with the lasso pull, but the timing of the call down here by EY is just like, whoa, no you don't. It's gonna be very beneficial for my team, and it slowed down the entire opposition of DIA. So it's Analog versus Strawberry. So far it's an interesting mid lane war. 43-9 is a stat line, 47-13, so it's pretty evenly matched in the mid lane. Top lane, on the other hand, yeah, Nine is expected to dominate this lane, especially knowing that, well, Gorgeous, yeah, especially knowing that you had, what do you call this? You had a really good support hero, which is Jakiro. Jakiro has that sort of AoE damage, which could potentially slow down Searena in the top lane, and that also forces Searena to be intimidated, so that allows the Juggernaut to get bolsterous. That sort of AoE damage by the Jakiro is really hurting Searena in the top lane. Bottom lane, on the other hand, let's see, 33-9, so EY having an easy time in the bottom lane, but surprisingly, she's done okay, even though actually, yeah, she's done okay from the start all the way to the end. I mean, if you look at it, Nemo's done a good job in supporting her, so it gave space for EY to get all the necessary last hits to deny. As PMK says hi to Nemo, but it's just a hi. Nothing dangerous yet. Now the pressure from Nokimi and Nine, will it be able to push on? Nope, not yet, but here's the reinforcements from Analog. She's invisible, you can't see her. I mean, she could catch her. Claire, I think the fact is that there's a hard stopper aura means that Analog is invisible. Yeah, Claire's aware of that, or maybe she's not. She's not aware of it. Here's Gorgeous coming with the assault, but the Omnislash and the Reaper Scythe. Oh, the Smokeroni. Look who goes down, and Gorgeous next on the list. Here's the thing. Spirit Breaker, there was already a passive ability here. I don't know why she wasn't aware of the positioning of Analog. I mean, there's a Heartstopper aura. She should have seen it. Even though she's invisible, she should have noticed that there's something fishy in there. Anyway, let's just go back. But it was a really mistimed, it's a misread there by Team Searena. They went aggressive on Nokimi without being assertive that why is Nokimi, you know, bothering to go aggressive in there, and they had to pay the price. And now Nemo's gonna get pressed on here. Nemo's in a lot of trouble. There's no way for her to survive, especially without mana. And she gets wrecked apart. But seriously, I mean, okay, I just can't get over this. I mean, there's an aura there, and you should be able to see that. Okay, so let's see. DIA, now Nokimi and Chubby Boy trying to push here in the bottom lane. EY is going to get pressed on. They have to slow down EY, because in game number 1, they weren't able to slow down EY, and it led to a potential fight back by Team Searena. Although it wasn't enough, as EY is forced to carry the team all by herself on her shoulders, as there's a charge activated and a call down, and another strike already activated on Chubby Boy, and the Jakiro goes down, and Chubby Boy is gonna pay the price of her over aggression. Oh, and that's gonna be a 3-on-1. What is Analog doing there in the middle of no man's land? Oh, she's gonna get a final blow on the poor EY, which is huge because you want to take him down. Now she's gonna go aggressive on Nemo. She doesn't even seem to care. She has the double damage assault rune. Now she's gonna go on Claire. Claire hiding through the tree lines. Can Claire run away? Claire, she has the Reaper's Scythe, and she already activated. Oh, she blinks out, but no, she was turned to sleep by PMK, and it's not gonna be a living tale for the Spirit Breaker, and she's not going to live on as Nokimi pressures on in the mid lane against Strawberry. Boy, the timing of the sleep was perfect there for PMK together with the Veil of Discord. Boy. Yeah, Analog had a Veil of Discord, so now the tier 1 tower. EY is going to get surrounded. There's a Fiend's Grip activated. Here's Chubby Boy flaming around with a Firefly, and the tier 1 tower is free food. And Analog is godlike for 13 minutes. Can you imagine that, ladies and gentlemen? 13 minutes and she's godlike already. Please, someone stop her. Someone stop her. It all started with this brawl here in this area, and now it continued further on with a double damage rune pushing on here in the bottom area. Someone please stop her. Come on. If your Team Searena, Analog is indeed the best mid laner in this tournament. I'm saying it right now. She is. Oh, look at this 9-9. Nearly pressured there. But she does have a healing ward to sustain herself. Now Strawberry, oh, the Micropyre set to provide that space creation for the side of DIA to push through this tier 1 tower. But look who's hiding through the back lines, it's PMK. And Gorgeous hiding through the tree lines, providing the intel for Team Searena for anything fishy. Let's see. Strawberry, can she defend this? Well, she doesn't have that sort of additional firepower. Gorgeous has the spells, but she's caught! She's caught! Why was she caught there? Oh, she overextended there, and she's gonna pay the price, and she goes down. And now the tier 1 tower is next on the target list. Goes down, gets wrecked apart. Not even wholesome cement could keep it alive. And this is Dota we're talking about. This ain't Warcraft where you can just build bases. And now Claire gets spotted here by PMK. Oh, she gets turned to sleep. She turns to sleep. It's a nightmare for her. Can Claire run away? She has the mana. Goes for the charge. And, okay, no aggression yet. 9-9 was just baiting there. Strawberry, 1/4 HP left. I don't think she could defend this. Even with a Fairy Fire, it's not going to be enough. Now the top lane, 9-9 all by herself. She's going to get charged on here. Claire's going to go aggressive. 9-9's in a lot of trouble, but PMK has revealed Claire's position. So Claire, now they're going to go aggressive on 9-9. But 9-9, she should have listened to PMK's intel, but Nokimi has read it as well. Opts for her ultimate, gonna assault Claire. Claire's gonna get rolled around here. Can Claire get a kill? No, she doesn't get a kill. She gets killed instead. Now, let's see. Here, the aggression is still carrying on for DIA. Nemo is the ideal target. He's the squishiest of them all, and the Reaper Scythe combined it with the Lasso of Death, and Nemo goes down. Here's Strawberry. Can she go one-on-one with Analog? No, she can't. But of course, with EY with a damage outburst, might get a kill on Chubby Boy, but no, Chubby Boy is well protected there by Analog. No, the timing of Analog's skills is just absolutely brilliantly out of this universe. And look who gets caught in here. 9-9 gets caught by the Astral Imprisonment. But 9-9 doesn't even seem to care. EY's damage been reduced, all thanks to PMK. What can 9-9 do? She just goes for the Whirlwind. And there's no magic damage that could affect her. But it's not going to lead to a trap, and that's not a good situation there, especially when Chubby Boy is out of the blast zone, and now Strawberry, well, of course, the Bat Rider goes down, but it's going to be an important sacrificial lamb there, as look who gets caught in the middle of the ice path. Gorgeous! Oh, forced to activate the Omnislash! There is that! Nine forced to activate the Omnislash to keep her alive, and I thought she was gonna go down there, but of course she does go down, but the Omnislash at the clutch moment was indeed very huge, and now Claire's gonna go down on the list. Will she or will she not? She goes for the charge to keep herself alive. But boy, I thought, man, that Omnislash in the last minute in the nick of time was just, whoa. Dear my goodness gracious. Where did that happen? It's like a magic out of a rabbit. Actually, a rabbit out of a magic hat. Okay, let's see, Analog. Let's see her items. Veil of Discord. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Chubby Boy. Oh, she has the Drum of Endurance. Then EY, item check. Dragon Lance. Nine has a Yash. She's gonna go for a Juggernaut signature item. What bodes well with a Yash? I forgot what the item is called. Manta Style, yeah, that's what it's called. So with that Manta Style, that gives more damage for the Juggernaut and more pushing prowess for Team DIA. So now here, the mid lane is under siege, and Searena, surprisingly, has secured a tier 1 tower here in the mid lane. And even tier 1, no, they've lost the tier 1 tower actually they've secured, no, oh my god, I'm getting confused now. Anyway, the tier 1 tower, Searena has conceded the tier 1 tower and the mid lane tower here. So they haven't really taken the objectives well. They were able to secure the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. It's actually DIA with the momentum in terms of the kills, denies, and assists. Led them to a 5k net worth lead. They've even protected their tier 1 tower. So DIA doing a better job in this game compared to Searena. Now the pressure on Chubby Boy. Will she get stunned here? She activates her Firefly. And Analog, she's just too tanky. But of course, the second skill, will she able to get a kill? She does get a kill with an ultimate, and even though EY activated a cooldown, it still wasn't enough. Analog is just too much firepower to handle. And please, if you're Searena, someone stop her. I want to see her stats. No, not that one. 12-0. 1 assist. The 1 assist is like an eyesore, but who cares? 12 kills, 1 assist, and the clash is happening here in the mid lane, and finally an ultimate set by the Outwill Devour, but she gets caught there by the Fiend's Grip of PMK. But he will be able to... Oh, PMK doesn't live on. And Strawberry catches on Nokimi. Nokimi doesn't have mana to survive herself. She's going to die. No matter what happens, she does go down. But here comes a lasso of death. Combine it with Analog. Analog doesn't even seem to care what's happening. She has the second skill to further keep herself alive. She runs away. Will she be able to get a kill? And the streak! The streak has ended, and 5 men have been eliminated and wiped out for the side of Team DIA. And finally, Analog is dead. After so many attempts, she's finally been taken down, and you have to commend the team fight there by Searena. They capitalize on the existence of both the Jakiro, who's out of position, together with Bane. They were supporting heroes. They're not the most tankiest of all heroes. Searena had all the firepower needed. And then by the time Analog tried to go in the mid lane, who's very arrogant there, she paid the price for her arrogance and gets killed. It's too late there, but Nine on the other hand wasn't even involved in that clash. So she's gonna get the necessary items needed, and she is gonna go for the Manta Style, as can see in the recipe piece. And the rotations by Searena, no, they're not gonna rotate in the top lane. Nemo just planted a ward there as a sort of intel, gets a view on what PMK and Nokimi are planning to do. But Nine, like what I said, wasn't even involved in that assault. But she's going to get slowed down by Gorgeous. The pressure from Gorgeous, which I wanted to see early in the game, finally is showing up. But it's not going to be enough as, ooh, EY gets killed there. And Analog was like, whoa. And here Analog has a Radiance already. Let's compare her matchup. Her matchup was the Outworld Devourer. And OD is 5. Yeah, there's OD. She has Hurricane Pike. But if you let's see her intelligence levels is plus 32 and 119 damage. Analog is plus 129. So if you do the math, let's see. She has her first skill, the Arcane Orb. So mana pool damage, illusion damage at 9%. It's still Analog still has a bigger damage outburst compared to the OD. So in terms of mid lane, Analog has the advantage. I mean, surprisingly, Strawberry has farmed well with 146 to 10 compared to 121 to 18. But the damage itself, you know, in terms of damage output, Analog has really done a lot. And the fact is that it's caused by the fact that she was able to get crucial kills. I mean, if you look at the kills, deaths, and assists, as Roshan goes to 9-9, she's leading the way with 13. And if you look at Strawberry, she's just 1 out of 3. One kill, 0 deaths, which is good, 3 assists, but it's not going to make an impact in terms of getting bolsterous. As right now, DIA is going to go for a Smoke Assault. EY is the ideal target because she has a sort of damage outburst, and there comes the Fiend's Grip combined with the Omni Slash. And the lockdown of DIA, like what we've seen in game number 1, is happening here in game number 2. So they're going to push through the tier 2 tower? Maybe not. They're just going to back off in a bit. And without their damage dealer, Searena is forced to retreat. I mean, they do have another damage dealer from Strawberry, but it's not going to be enough. Gorgeous, let's face it, she can only be a damage dealer with a Viper Strike. But with the sort of sustainability that DIA possesses, especially with Analog, it's not going to be easy. And don't forget that there's a healing ward as well that adds more sustainability. So Gorgeous will definitely not get the final blow, especially with the sustainability of Team DIA. I mean, she does have the Blade Mail to do the damage. She could activate all her spells, but with the HP regeneration, but look who gets caught! Oh, that's not a good sign here as the Outworld Devourer, the star player, is down for the side of Team Searena. The mid lane hero is down. Mayday, Mayday, she goes down, and now the tier 2 tower in the mid lane is under siege. And Nine, she has a Mantis style. She has the Aegis of the Immortal. They could knock on the door anytime. And Gorgeous is not even a German Shepherd on the door. She's a Shih Tzu. She's friendly to all people. She's gonna get wrecked apart. Yeah, the tier 2 tower goes down. Now the tier 3 tower is gonna get assaulted. And Searena, they have to do the sort of defensive stance they did in game number 1. Can they do so here in game number 2? Will Nine push on? Look at that damage. And look at this. Analog and Nine, they don't care. And there's a Viper Strike activated, combined with a lockdown cooldown. And this could be that sort of assault needed as Analog gets ripped apart. But no, the Fiend's Grip combined with the Jakiro's ultimate slows down Searena. And that's already 3 down on the side of Team Searena. DIA pushing on in the tier 3 tower. The Jakiro's Micropyre doing a lot of damage together with the Fiend's Grip to get a kill on those heroes needed. And now EY gets caught in the middle of no man's land, but the sleep keeps Nine alive and goes for the Omni Slash and the whirlwind around. And of course DIA forced to retreat because they don't have the Aegis of the Immortal. Holy smokeroni, and the Batrider goes down from the ultimate of Strawberry. Now Nine gets assaulted. One more hit, she goes down, and that's what you want to see for Team Searena. Oh, and the courier is killed, and that's not looking good there for DIA. Yeah, giving away easy gold with a dire courier kill. And now Searena already with momentum. They've defended well since game number 1. Can they do it here in game number 2? They're going on the offensive. Gets the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. And it looked like as if DIA was going to win that clash. I mean, well, they've lost Analog, which was big, but they've lost Nine Eye as well, which was even humongous. So they lost two core heroes that's been devastating in this game, and that slightly gave them the sort of momentum boost, as the net worth is already down to 4K in favor of DIA. Yeah, Strawberry, you know, how she... Well, Strawberry was really important in that clash. I mean, she died early here, but when she was resurrected, she did her damage. As Luku gets caught there, there's no way the Spirit Breaker could run away with a lasso combined, and there's too much damage. There's no way she could run, even though she charged herself in another area of the map. Poof, she goes down. Let's see, item check. EY has a Sanjin Yash. Dragonlance, more range and could slow down anyone in the opposition. Analog has the Veil and the Radiance. PMK, well, Ether Lens is still helpful, but here's the thing: Shadow Blade and Mantis Style. DIA has, let's see if we could compare Serena's items. Hurricane Pike, not gonna do a lot. Actually, EY and Gorgeous. Actually, Gorgeous is going for defensive items with a Hood of Defiance and a Blade Mail, which is understandable because Viper isn't really very sustainable. Although she's very good at dealing damage. But with a Sword of Firepower, it's not going to be enough if you have like a Blade Mail and a Hood of Defiance. You need more than just that. Because the fact is that you could slowly get ripped apart by an Omnis Slash. Worse by the Reaper's Scythe, and then there's so much damage with the Micropyre and the Fiend's Creep as well. Now what can Searena do? They're forced to defend the tier 2 tower in the top lane. It's still a chess match here in this area. There's a Veil of Discord, and now the charge! The charge is on PMK, but Claire was just saying, no, it's just a bait there. A Chubby Boy is just positioning herself on the tree lines, readying her Blink Dagger for an absolute disaster. So let's see, it's an interesting chess match. Will DIA retreat and rotate to another lane? And EY is just baiting, Gorgeous doing the same. EY, Chubby Boy waiting for the bait to not work, but of course the Rod of Atos doing its job, combined with the Omnis Slash and the Micropyre, and here comes a Lasso combined with the ultimate from PMK. Reaper's Scythe gets a kill on the Outworld Devourer. That's a huge kill. Claire goes down as well. But of course, the Witch Doctor Nemo, in the right time, in the nick of time, goes for the Death Ward. But it's not going to be enough. As Lucas this, Analog with the third skill, with the first skill, with the Ghost Shroud, goes bolsterous and just charges through the back lines. And the tier 1 tower is, tier 2 tower in the top lane is gonna go down. Now the tier 3 tower is next on the target list. And this Analog, please someone stop her, please someone stop her. No one from Searena could do so. I thought the defensive measures from Nemo were good enough. No, it wasn't good enough. Analog was just too much. Together with Nine Eye with that damage, and Analog with a sort of sustainability, it's like, you can't stop me, and I'm just the queen of all men and women here, and there's no way you could do but fall and bow in front of my knees as the tier 3 tower in the mid lane goes down, and the Micropyre is set to provide that defensive barrier for DIA. The Rax goes down. 2 down. Yes, 2 lanes are down. EY, what can she do here? Chubby Boy just baiting in with a Blink Dagger, not going for the Lasso pull. And the composition of DIA's combination is just really good. Just absolutely good. Whereas if you compare Searena, since game number 1, you know, their coordination was really bad in game number 1, and then here in game number 2 it's likewise bad as well. I mean, if you look at it, yes, you can do damage with OD, right-click damage with OD in Viper, but Viper's right-click damage is relatively poor as of this moment. And then you have Nemo with an AoE, but it could easily be negated by the Bane with the Fiend's Creep. And then there's a Jakiro with the Ice Path as well. Yeah, in terms of like team composition fights, DIA has the upper hand with this sort of lineup. I mean, with Analog's ultimate and then Jakiro's ultimate, combine it with the Bane's ultimate and all the ultimates in the universe, especially Chubby Boy's Lasso of Death, then if you're Searena, you have no choice of survival here. I mean, the AoE damages are just... it's just too much. Even though you have a cooldown, I don't think the cooldown's really making a lot of impact against DIAs. I mean, you have to commend the sustainability of DIA, which gave them the upper hand against Searena, and let's see what happens here. There's a Micro Pyre activated to provide a defensive stance. Now Chubby Boy's gonna get pressed on. Here's the cooldown activated. But will it see if it's worked? But no, EY is going to get obliterated here. But Analog with a sort of sustainability, helping her team survive. And the second skill doing their wonders as she carries on and lives on. 9-9 likewise activates her healing ward, but no, she goes down. But the sustainability to live on in the team fights is doing wonders for DIA. And look, Searena has already immediately said GG, well played. Wow, 2 straight wipeouts. One in the top lane, and Searena forced to surrender. 22-36 is the score, 17k net worth lead, and it's a 2-0 sweep inside of Team DIA as they declare themselves as the victor. Okay, so let's go look a quick recap on what happened in that match as I remove my glasses. Okay. So what happened in that clash? You know, what happened in game number 2? So game number 1, it was Searena making a lot of mistakes and DIA capitalizing on those mistakes. And the early pressure was just too much for Strawberry. Game number 2, Searena tried to adapt into DIA's tactics. They opted for the sort of Spirit Breaker assault, which they needed to control the roaming supports of DIA, which apparently worked. Because in game number 2, we don't see the pressure on Strawberry as we did in game number 1. Which was, yeah, so we see a little bit of change, which benefited Team Searena a bit, but it wasn't enough because overall in the late game you see the impact of Team DIA. It's the sustainability that they possess with a healing ward, the Ghost Shroud, and then the first skill from the Necrophos, allowing them to survive from any team fights. And then add the fact that they had additional firepower from the Fiend's Grip, from the Micro Pyre, and even though there was a call down activated, it wasn't enough. And here's the thing, once the Omnislash is activated, there's no way you're gonna get yourself caught by the call down. So it was just too much for Team Searena to handle. They did put up a Herculean fight. It wasn't just enough. So, based on what we've seen, it's a 2-0 sweep in the favor of Team DIA. So let's see what would happen to the overall standings. So DIA is currently sitting at 5th with 17 points, Searena with 11 points. With those two losses, Searena will definitely stay with 11 points, and Wafu Gaming and the Outstanding Queens will have a chance to go above them. DIA, on the other hand, have secured those crucial victories, and they're gonna compete with Where to Feed and Mint in the 3rd spot. So it's gonna be an interesting situation. I mean, we have 5 teams that are really competing: Artemis, Pacific Pink, Where to Feed, Mint, and Do It Amazing. And if you want to know the nationalities, Artemis is a mixture of they have Malaysians and Singaporeans in their lineup. Pacific Pink is an all-Filipino team. Where to Feed is likewise an all-Filipino team. Mint AU is a combination of Australians, New Zealanders, 1 Filipina, 1 Malaysian. DIA is a Thai team. So yeah, we're gonna see an amazing brawl between these mixed races, and let's see who's gonna go on top in the group stages as well in the knockout stages. So there you have it for today. 2-0 sweep in favor of DIA. And there'll be more action to come in the next following days. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/wonderdrift, or follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/KensWonderdrift, or what else? Subscribe at my YouTube channel. Just search Kenzie Wonderdrift. Follow me on Twitch as well. And yeah, that's all for today. And once again, I'm Kenzie Wonderdrift signing off. I'll announce when I'll be live in the next FSL action. Alright, cheers and have a good night and enjoy the rest of the day.